Wrestle fans, it is about to get primal as Outcast Wrestling Revolution presents Get Jurass Kicked. I am your host, the Zoe, Zachary Levaye, and asses are certainly going to be kicked tonight as we have a barbaric night of action on deck. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into the action. $51.50 feels that he is the only unholy entity to step through the plane of OWR. But no souls matter when it comes to his opponent tonight, the Soultaker. And at the behest of the special guest referee Lou Jacobs, Soultaker looks to be the first force to stop the asylum dead in its tracks and send them back to their nut house. So without any further ado, let's take it down to ringside.
And now, the following contest is a single match scheduled for one fall.
How this is gonna go as Lou Jacobs is here to try to somehow, some way keep order in the first half of our double main event. And I talked about how psychotic things can get in this upcoming contest. You can feel the ominous chill, the hymns echoing across the arena here. It really doesn't get any more psychotic than this thing. Being
Nation 51.
one member of the Asylum here tonight. Warlock picking up the victory over the Friends of Lou Jacobs. Buff Inc. Tag Team Champions by himself. And now, 5150. The head maestro of the Asylum. But I don't know how many brains are in that head. As Dr. Lilith escorts this freak of nature. That's anti-nature. And somehow Lou Jacobs is going to have to keep his composure as he officiates a match of the man who has been stalking his family, his wife, causing chaos through OWR.
No souls matter.
But this could be the force necessary to expunge the demon that is 5150. The bell tolls for the arrival.
Now making his approach to the ring, hailing from Cantrell Funeral Home, weighing in at 6'6", he is the Demon of Fear. No souls matter. This is the Soultaker.
Fear is right, because as if 5150 was deranged enough, the Soultaker has emerged in OWR with the shovel in hand, ready to hopefully bury whatever 5150 is alive, I guess. Calling over Matt Decor. But we're gonna hear from the Soultaker?
For those of you who are witnessing me for the very, very first time, I'm not about Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter. When you deal with a Soultaker, there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and you will experience no souls matter.
Well, I don't know about anybody else, but I've got chills right now after those remarks from the Soultaker. I don't know what 51 is thinking, asking for Lou Jacobs to check the Soultaker, but that bell has sounded, which means all bets are off now. You heard the Soultaker. No souls matter. But honestly, I don't even know if there is a soul inside of 5150.
There's clearly no fear.
Soultaker blocked the early strike attempt of 5150. The southpaw just putting 5150 off the ropes. Ducks the line. And a meeting of the meats. The meeting of the deranged minds. Duck the line again. And 5150 flying in head first. I mean, there's no brains in that head, so I mean, you might as well use it as a weapon. Now seeking the solace of Dr. Lilith. But Soultaker has no solace, has no remorse. And look at Lou Jacobs.
2, 3.
Like I said, I can only imagine how Lou is going to call this. As now Soultaker brings 5150 into the corner. Oh. If anybody can bring pain to 5150, it's gonna be the Soultaker. And beating the Soultaker, or beating 5150, I'm sorry, will not be enough for Soultaker. He wishes to extinguish 5150 once and for all. You know Lou Jacobs would absolutely love that, as would his soon-to-be bride, Cindy Hart. As Soultaker drops a sidewalk slam, lateral press. But we've seen the resolve of 5150 ever since he crept onto the scene. Soultaker wanted the elbow drop, but 5150 alien out of the way. Soultaker just sat up. This is one of those matches that it's just hard to call it blow by blow, beat by beat, because these are just such extraterrestrial forces. These are just I can't even call them people. When you can just take punishment like that and show absolutely no sign of damage whatsoever, 5150 clearly is not going to the plan that was set forth by Dr. Lilith. I thought Lou Jacobs maybe would bend the rules a little. We're up to a count of 5 here. And now Soultaker on the chase. Has hands on both members of the Asylum. And they're scrambling the brains, or the lack thereof. And now getting some vengeance for that fan that 5150 was getting in the face of, risking the safety of. I'm scared for everybody's safety right now, including my own. Now has a cane, and with Lou's back turned to the action, Soultaker certainly wasn't going to get disqualified there. I mean, I don't even know if Lou would throw it out. You know he wants 5150 to receive this punishment just as much as anybody else. I try to remain unbiased as an independent journalist. But with everything that 5150 and the Asylum have caused here in OWR, the Soultaker is unlike anything 5150 has had to face before. And he's doing what he can to neutralize the weapons of Soultaker, such as that left hand, smashing it against the ring post, grinding it here, trying to just snap the wrist. But wait a minute, once again Soultaker showing no signs of that left hand being bothered. He tried to goozle, but 5150 broke the hold, and look at that, drove the wrist into the knee. I feel like there's really never been a scenario where 5150 has to fight from underneath. But Soultaker taking advantage of the high ground and looking to bury 5150's face repeatedly off the turnbuckles and bury him 6 feet under. Has him down on the outside. And now, I mean, clearly Soultaker, no care, no F's given, no remorse, such as it should be when it comes to 5150. We saw how dominant Warlock was earlier tonight, but 5150 severely on the back foot right now. In a position he's not used to, certainly not used to this position, but once again, able to fight off the goozle. You know the Soultaker wants to send 5150 straight to hell with that choke slam, but now look at that! He's gonna give Soultaker some kind of disease. I mean, he is undead, so his immune system must be top-notch. But that fight is going to certainly continue to neutralize the dangerous left hand of Soultaker, such as that splash will in the corner. Motioning towards Dr. Lilith. This is what she wants to see, but it's certainly not what the people want to see, not what Lou Jacobs wanted to see. As 5150 comes flying off the middle rope. It's not often that man flies, but Soultaker able to sit up still. Right in the proverbial kissa of 5150, the facial orifice area. That is not a human. I can't identify anything on 5150 as a human part. But Soultaker just went crashing into the sternum of special guest referee Lou Jacobs. And now 5150 caught. Choke slam! He got it! Sends him straight to hell! Crosses the arms! That would have been it. That was easily it. But Lou Jacobs is nowhere near position to count that blatant 7 count off the choke slam. What is Lilith doing? What is she handing him? Obviously Lou dealing with Soultaker, and obviously Soultaker wasn't pleased that he didn't win. Now, Lilith, you can't be in there. What the? 5150 just legitimately blasted Lou Jacobs, and now just gouging the eyes of the Soultaker. The eye gonna be rolling the... Wait, no. No, wait a minute. He's going down. That was the rag that just came out of his mouth. Soultaker's out. That's that chloroform right by Lou Jacobs. That's not legal in the confines of professional wrestling. What? And clearly, Soultaker is unlike anything in professional wrestling. Choke slam again! Finally, 5150 knows what it feels like to face fear, as his soul certainly did not, as their soul certainly did not matter. The Soultaker claims another victim in the form of 5150. Finally, something that can stand against this insane maniac. But wait. No, Soultaker, don't go. Come on. No.
What do you want to do?
Soultaker may have won the battle, and Lou Jacobs may have been there to reap the benefit, but 5150 aims to win the war in the name of the asylum. What are they doing to him? This is too far. Enough's enough. No, put him down. We can't afford this happening to another official. Come on! As if it's bad enough what 5150's been doing to Ref TJ. Now Ref Nick just felt the wrath. Nobody is safe. As 5150 just motion for the Warlock. Come on, enough's enough. I understand you guys have your cause.
The asylum has been assimilated. No one is safe.
Echoing my mere call in the most. Oh my gosh. The asylum. Making the statement that no one is safe. And I really don't know how to come out from that. Of course, we're gonna try to get some type of order, get this show back on some track. Well, clearly Lou not gonna take this lying down.
I don't know, I got an opening in September, how about that? I'm always free, as long as the doctor says I'm free. And I'm cleared, so guess what? I'll see you in September.
Lou feels that thing should be back in the asylum. The 5150 is free until Dr. Lilith says he isn't.
He will fall.
Cindy, I'd get out of here if I were you. We don't need her ending up in a body bag again. In the most unnatural way possible, I guess we will thank our remaining sponsors, the Working Fans Podcast, as well as Nino's Pizzeria and JJT Junk Removal, as we gear towards our